Good morning all. So I'm just on the Cowichan Trail this morning with Amanda, and I've never done this walk before, so I'm going to see where it goes. So I have heard about this walk before, haven't done it yet. It's supposed to be pretty popular. How long is it? About 45 minutes. So
It's a nice waterfall.
oh yeah, the waterfall. That's what I'm all about. Hope you've been enjoying all the videos so far. It's been a fun week. Put quite a lot of effort in. I was talking to Amanda about the video where I tried to get to the top of the hill there, the lookout, and she quickly pointed out that I went the hard way. There's a nice steady way. Actually, I'd walked past the sign a few times. It says to the lookout. So the way I went is probably not the best way to go, especially when you're me for the first time. But I'm strangely proud that I made it. I'm happy that I didn't have a heart attack. So yeah, we are going to try that again, and this time I'm going to go the gentle way, and hopefully I'll build up to the original path and it won't be such a challenge. Is it cold?
Oh, I know. Feel it. Here, if you want me to take a video, I don't know how to start it.
It's on. Whoa! Oh, that's nice.
That's perfect.
So we're back on the flat now. Done the hard bit. It was a really nice trail down to the waterfall. I filmed a few clips, but I just wanted to enjoy it really. Not be super out of breath trying to talk to you, so I'll make a little video, upload it, so you can enjoy it too. And yeah, it's definitely one I'll do again. It's good fun, pretty easy.
You go on the longer one, trail next time.
Yeah, there's also a longer version, so we're going to try that one too. I've been told. Yeah, it's good fun. All right. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the trail now. We've come back the way we came. That's what we're doing now. It's been really fun. Hope you enjoy it. Just a short little video, just to say that I've been out doing stuff, and there's going to be plenty more to come. So if you stayed till the end, thanks for watching. As always, if you like the video, like the video. Good morning all. 10 a.m. Tuesday. Sun is shining. Beautiful day. Just thought I'd make the most of it, go out for a walk before it gets too hot. About 20 degrees already. It's gonna be scorchio. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Everything's going pretty good my end. I've started tracking my food now. So I'm on day 2 of tracking food. So I think I was under my calorie goal last night. I'll probably share some screenshots and things as the weeks go on. Just really to see what works, what doesn't work. It'll help keep my sugars in track as well. So I'm going to do some more blood tests. I think she said at the end of June. Go back, do some more blood tests, see how that's going. And hopefully I'll just stay on low dosage. I don't plan on continuing my habits like I was before, so reduce sugars, carbohydrates. Hopefully I can turn things around. But we'll see. It's all a work in progress. I'm only sort of 9 or 10 days in now. And there's a lot planned, so yeah, stay tuned. Just back down at the fields again. Let me go the long way. They built this new car park up here, so it's not really too much of a difference, but I'm just gonna go wide, get some extra steps in. I'm gonna end up all the way over and on the other side. And then back down the road and just maybe do a few laps. Yeah, I've not walked up here yet. It's gonna be great when they finish the bike track. Morning. through here under a rare bit of shade. Yeah, it looks pretty nice through here. Kind of fuzzy. Oh. Oh, pretty cool. So really it's just a longer way around than the way I would have gone, which I would have just come out there basically. Just bumped into one of the neighbours. So the bike track is almost finished, actually. There's a couple of people using it just then. So I think the actual track itself is pretty much good to go. It's the surrounding area. I was just wondering what they were going to do with that. Maybe plant some trees or put some benches or something. It's definitely not finished around the track on the outsides. It looks great, honestly. Get my son to liven himself up and get out there. Need to get my heart rate up a bit now because I was stood around. It's only 84. So I'll do a couple of laps and see where we go from there. Don't want to go too crazy today. Just slow and steady, a little bit every day. One of my viewers was asking what I do for work. I think I briefly touched on it. You may not have seen that video. But I work on a passenger ferry. And my duties, or our duties in my team, we help load passengers, foot passengers, on an overhead walkway. Or in some places they walk on the main deck, and we also help load vehicles, so regular cars, motorbikes, oversized traffic, RVs, that kind of thing, and even commercial. So we have loading officers who really coordinate all that at the front, and then we back them up, just making sure everyone's going where they should be. Some vessels you can actually do the loading yourself. You don't need to be an officer. So they're the smaller vessels, but that's good fun because you can get stuck in and, you know, get a taste for it. So I've worked on a few of those and they're great fun. And enjoying the sailing once everything's loaded safely. we do drills. We have cleaning duties. If you're on car deck, the lower car deck, you do car deck patrols. So you're basically just checking safety checks, make sure there's no fires, make sure people aren't smoking in the vehicles or anywhere really. Make sure people in trailers, RVs and things aren't cooking, because weirdly enough people do that. You're supposed to have all the propane tanks turned off before you even drive on. Some people don't, or they get on board and then decide to cook a fry up. So we have to stop all that nonsense as quick as we can, because that's potential fire hazard. And passengers aren't even allowed to stay in their deck, in the cars on the lower deck, because it's classed as an enclosed deck. So you actually have to do patrols. If you see anybody down there, you have to ask them to go upstairs, which they don't like a lot of the time. So that's just confrontational on a daily basis. But that's a Transport Canada regulation, so it's a law basically. There's nothing we can do. We just follow the law. Yeah, it's good fun. If you're the quartermaster for that week, when we leave the dock, you actually get to steer out, and then you're a lookout basically. You get stood down and look out for small vessels that aren't on the radar, people that are sailing inconsistently, whales. See a lot of whales where we are, so you have to watch out for all that. And then when we're coming into the dock on the other side, the quartermaster steers the ship in under the direction of the captain, or sometimes the first officer, especially if they're doing training. So that's good fun as well. Sometimes a year, certain winds and currents and things can affect that, so it can be quite a challenge, especially if you're new. You have to learn all that really. But it is an active job, especially when you're on car deck patrol. Whilst the other guys do what they call the dayman. So they do a lot of check-offs, walk around the entire ship and check all the fire equipment, or the rescue equipment, or check how the locks are working, or the hinges, things that need oiling. There's a check-off for that. Check-offs for everything really. So the daymen do a lot of that, and that's okay. You just do your thing, you know, hour and a half across, you've got time. So a lot of walking, a lot of up and down, and you can keep pretty fit if you want. There is a restaurant on board, so that's easily done. You know, get a sneaky burger or fries or whatever. So, you know, you can be as active as you want. You can eat as healthy as you want. Just gonna get a quick water break. That's about it. I forgot my bottle, so I just had to duck into the house quick, bring that out. I was going to do a couple of laps around the block, just to keep the old body moving each day. Yeah, so the drills that we do the fire drills, and everyone's assigned like an EDN number, emergency duty number, and that kind of dictates what you do for the 5 days that you work. So you each have a different role. Who's first on scene, who gets to raise the alarm or escalate it, and people are responsible for doing different things during, you know, the initial assessment, initial response, and then ultimately whether they have to firefight or not. And you pick a TAC team leader, and they're in charge, and they kind of just manage a small team initially at least. And yeah, you just set everything up, liaise with the chief officer in the staging area, and then you just tell you what's going on and you just report back to them. So it's usually pretty organised, pretty standard procedure, and really you just hope that you never have to do it, or me at least. So you have to go in full fire gear. So the things that you've already seen, I'm sure, before. It can be quite heavy, but it's all practice. You know, they want to make sure that you're prepared so that you understand how to put the fire gear on, at least how to operate the SCBAs, and there's just an order of things that you have to do when you're getting ready, things that you need to put on first, and it's just muscle memory really. So yeah, the other things that we have to do are like man overboard. So there's a procedure for man overboard. Somebody identifies it, someone like witnesses it, or somebody hears about it. The deckhands will be alerted. The ship will blow its whistles, and you just basically identify what that is. And then if you're quartermaster, if you're on the wheel, going in a certain direction, you just stay as you are, at least for now. And then if you're the off-duty quartermaster, you basically have to jump into action. Sometimes on different ships, they'll assign who the rescue boat people are, like ahead of time. So if the quartermaster had an issue that prevented them doing that, somebody else would get assigned just that duty in case it does happen. But for purposes of the drills, we normally just stick to the EDN numbers, and everyone knows where everyone should be, and it's easier that way. So you have to fully suit up in the suits, get the radios, head to the boat, the rescue boat. There's a checklist to do. You can self-launch, and then you just stay in contact with the ship and go and do what you need to do. Depends if someone's literally overboard. Sometimes there's vessels are in trouble, so the Coast Guard will call all vessels in the area, and then we may have to attend. It happens quite a lot throughout the fleet, you know, not so much on our run. But it's good. It's like, you know, we're all professionals. We can react. We can get stuck in if we need to. I personally haven't had to do it in real life, not the rescue boat, but we do drills, and that's why. So there's a ton of good stuff, honestly. It's a great job. It's a real shame that I'm off at the moment. I'm not being lazy, I'm not skiving. Like I really just would struggle to do it right now. And for safety's sakes, for me and obviously people in potential danger, I'm not licensed to work on the ship until I get fit and cleared to go back to work. So again, this is a part of that. Everyone I've been to see so far, like, well, you know, you're fat, that's why your knees hurt. You're fat, that's why your back hurts. You're fat, that's why you're diabetic. You're fat, that's why it hurts more when you sit down. So, you know, that's what you get from the professionals. Maybe they're onto something. Maybe it's time. Oh, tripped again. That's staying in, because I'm real. Maybe I should tie my laces up. Maybe I should not go for ease of application of a shoe and just do my laces up, so I've got more support as I walk on these trails. What do you think? Answers in the comments. I had a few comments saying I don't drink enough. I don't really drink on camera, but you know, I do. Except the first lap around because I forgot my bottle. That's on me. My wife's friend Amanda gave me some electrolyte tablets to apply to my bottle of water. So I've done that. And yeah, it's nice. A pleasant taste, albeit very subtle. So thanks, Amanda. I think that's going to help. Maybe it's something I will continue to do when my supply runs out. Let's have a walk over here. Might head over to the gym to see what's going on. Logging truck going by. Can't really see it. So that's just there, just for reference. The outdoor fitness area didn't really end up like that, which is a shame because it did look, when I saw what they were planning on building, I was actually quite excited. What they did is great, but it ain't like the picture. But I might do a video on using the outdoor gym. I just might come like super early or just come late. And just try and do some little challenges maybe. Like, how high can I jump? Because that's really high. We've discussed this before. I'll just jump in quickly and say this next clip is from the Holland Creek Trail. I did a full video of this and I did release that separately as a standalone video. So if you want to see that separately, and if you've got more time another time you can watch that, just check out the link in the description for that one. If not, it's all in here right now, so you can watch it all as you're going through the whole week, or you can jump ahead to 1 hour and 43 into the video, which is pretty much most of the video. Skip ahead to 1 hour 43 and then you can continue watching the rest of the week from there. Thanks. And good morning everyone. So I did start this video with a section in the car. I left the house and I drove to the Holland Creek Trail. And really it was just not really making much sense to put in the video, so I did go over a few things like how far I intended on walking and things like that, which wasn't to do the full loop actually. But I decided later on the video here that I was going to go for it, so stick around and watch, see how it all unfolds. It really did escalate from a short walk into this epic trip, for me anyway, so yeah, stay tuned, hope you enjoy it, and crack on. Well, we're on the trail. I've already walked past about 20 people. is all good. I'm just not quite there yet, you know. Anyway, been a good week so far. It's Thursday today, so I have done a walk every day except Wednesday, as I said. Definitely needed a rest day. I'm glad I took it. So I've done some footage from the other walks, and they're just going to get compiled into a week's video, and I'll probably release that on Sunday. And to be honest, today, I've said it before, you know, I wasn't really feeling it. I really want to make the channel work, the routine work, so I just have to keep doing it. But I'm so used to not, well, I have been used to not, you know, doing anything. The thoughts are still there. You know, it's so much easier just to sit down and do nothing. Go and eat some crap food. And I'm doing all right. We had a bit of pizza the other night. Haven't really done any groceries. Groceries are expensive everywhere, but especially where we are, it's $100 for like one bag of groceries, which is pretty shit. I missed that about the UK. I went in Sainsbury's with my mum, and apart from just loving all the accents I was hearing, because everyone sounded like me again, I was just blown away by the choice. And I've not lived in the UK for like 12, 13 years or something now, so I don't know, maybe it's expensive there, you know, compared to the cost of living. I didn't really think about it, but the choices were just so much better. You're kind of restricted to, you know, 2 or 3 brands of something here, and they're just expensive. Fruit and veg, expensive. You know, you want to eat healthy, you're going to pay for it. So we are doing. And it's, you know, you run out of money quick, so sometimes you haven't done a big shop and you just grab a pizza because it'll feed the whole family. So we've not done that for a while, but we did that the other day and it tasted good. I didn't have as much as I normally would, and I recorded it. I've been using the MyFitnessPal app, which I used to do a lot. Someone said it was not as good as it used to be. You have to pay for everything now. So I thought I'll give it a go. I can still use the barcode scanner, and I read that you couldn't do that without the subscription, but it works on mine. Maybe that's region based, but in Canada it works. Either way, I've been recording my meals. I've been under my calorie goal every day. My calorie goal, I haven't set anything scientifically. When I was working with my mate Lee, he would calculate everything I needed, and to start, percentage of fats, carbs and proteins, and my daily calorie allowance, which was based on the workout program he had set me. So now I haven't got a program, I'm just kind of winging it, and I think I've set my calorie goal as 2,000 calories, which is probably about right. A nice young couple just running by. I do hope to be able to run again. I used to run a lot, and my knees are just not feeling like running. So maybe I'll lose 100 pounds and we'll see how they feel. It's an experiment, if you like, or early onset arthritis, perhaps. That's more likely. I tried that couch to 4K or 5K. 5K is it? You can see how invested I am in that. I don't even know what it's called. Needless to say, it didn't end well. Where I used to live, again, was pretty flat. And I tried it. I mean, I tried to jump start it, to be fair. It's not like I walked for however long you're supposed to walk and then I built up to running. I was walking anyway, a lot. I was walking around town. If I can, I'll find some of those, the map I used to do, and I'll put it in here. And you can see how much I used to do. It was a regular walk. So I figured, well, I'm already walking, I'm off the couch. Let's see if I can run. Turns out I couldn't. I got to like the end of the road and I felt like the world was ending in body and mind. My body gave up after my legs, but either way I just stopped and I just walked the rest of the way. So, which was a long way, you know. I gave up pretty quick and walked the rest of the way. So in actual fact, I haven't tried to run since that day. And anyone watching will go, well, yeah, you weren't prepared. You might have had the wrong food before. Maybe you were dehydrated. You were clearly overweight. You know, you're not built for that yet. It takes a while before you can just go on a run. And for all those reasons, I would agree. But in your head, you're always like, I can run. You're running my whole life. But yeah, it turns out you can't really without doing damage. So I just stopped. Stitch. I had a stitch. No, I can't remember the last time I had a stitch. I think I was in school. I had a stitch. I was like, oh, what's that? And then I remembered it was a stitch. And that didn't feel good either. So that's what I'm talking about. My body was just saying, nah, not today. Sladey. Turn around. But I didn't. I just carried on walking for about 14 kilometers. I actually don't remember how far it was, but I am going to look and I'm going to show you. Because I think I'd do that again, but it would be longer this time because I'd be starting further away from where I used to live. And the most direct route back to my house would involve going a longer way across the top of town. If I wanted to keep that same route, there'd just be like an extension on it to where we are now. Oh, see the tunnel. The tunnel's coming. I guess you know what that means. That tunnel puts some right bass on your voice. Well, for my regular viewers, I'm sure you've seen this a few times now. Buddha. And it's Mr. Owl. Woo. I do plan on choosing some different walks. This is just on the doorstep, you know? So it makes sense. Sheltered. The hills are a little bit challenging. Like I'm on one now, all the way up to the top. Obviously, the hill. And so my breathing will be a bit laboured now because I'm going to try and talk all the way up it. Again, trying to push myself. Even if I sound like a bit of a unfit fat barf, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna walk past somebody as well talking. Morning. Little dog. How you doing? Yeah, so what was I saying? Little dog. Yeah, that. I wouldn't mind a little dog. Oh, we've spoken about that already, haven't we? Okay, we'll move on. This is a fair old hill. I think I usually turn the camera around and put some nice music on. Like, you're gonna be stuck with me. Puffing and panting. Oh, I'm nearly at that point as well where I went up the other day. When I was really out of breath. I got my breath back though, pretty quick. There it is. Up into the wilderness. It really doesn't look like anything, but it was. It's okay. Good job I like dogs. And they shouldn't jump up at you, but especially when they've been in the bloody river. Okay, downhill now. I'll show you the downhill bit. You have one day off, honestly. I'm suddenly aware that I'm talking to you again and not showing you the downhill bit. Oh well, here's what you're missing. So I'm just about to show you the entrance to the Lookout Trail. I did do the Lookout a few days ago, and I have posted a video on my channel about that. I actually didn't go this way, I went the other way, which is pretty difficult, especially for someone like me. So go and check it out and enjoy. So up these stairs, which actually look pretty treacherous and steep, you eventually get to the lookout. So I didn't get it on camera, but a massive butterfly, a black one, just came flying straight at me. And I don't like moths. Butterflies are just like pretty moths, in my opinion. And I don't like moths because I don't trust the way they move. So I don't like them. You can't see where they're going. They just fly into stuff. They shouldn't have wings. Why have they got wings if they can't see what they're doing? So anyway, it looked all right. It looked pretty-ish, but it was like floating around in front of my face. And I haven't got time for that. So anyway, I'm gonna have a drink of water before I get bollocked by people in the comments saying that I never drink water or anything. I do, I just don't do it on camera. But in a minute we're gonna attempt to climb up this. So there's a steep bit, which is like a gravelly path, and I think you can go round it. I think you can take like a wider path, if I looked at the chart. So that's the bit that goes direct, and that's way steeper than it looks. And then this looks like it cuts off pretty quick, so I wonder if it just cuts across halfway up. We're going to find out after this short refreshment break. So we're going to go down here and back. So I did make it up the hill. Started off down there somewhere. I think that's the steep bit. The water treatment plant up there. I don't know. Feeling adventurous. Probably should have had breakfast. Well, decisions were made. I'm going to try and do the full loop. So, actually, I think I mentioned before, I've never done this. So it's first, it's premiere. It's easier going this way.
Yeah.
I think I got a sympathy laugh. Let's just give a shout out to these guys who are jogging up this hill. And it's no joke. I'm going down and they are running up a hill. Shout out, that is amazing. Some people can just handle it. And it is high. Like, I've walked the path down there, remember? Right by the creek. And we are high up. So this is going to be an awesome trip down. And at some point, reality is going to kick in. And I'm going to have to come all the way back up to the car. Or I'll ring Amanda and say, can you come and pick me up? Amanda's my wife's, one of her besties. And she might have to come to the rescue with this one, but we're going to see. This is steep. Well, you'll see in a minute, I think, because I think the path's going to join right up against the creek again, but on the opposite side to what I'm used to. And you saw how far down it was a minute ago. It just lets you know that this hill is pretty steep, up and down. So it's going to be a challenge. There's going to be loads of steps and stuff to get up the other side, I'm told. So I think we're definitely going to get some slow walking and ×2 video speed action on the ascent back to the old Jeep. So if you've watched this far and you're enjoying it, give me a like. Pushing boundaries. It's got to be worth a subscribe. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, you know, but I really hope people enjoy it. Listening to me waffle off on. But my goals are clear. So if you're new to the channel, I'm fat, 48, and I'm trying to reverse a few health issues, which are in part due to my weight, I'm sure, and sedentary lifestyle I chose. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. I think I took the wrong path. Yep, it's confirmed. So I'm going to pay for this mistake as well. But I'm going to show you what I did. So I came down this path, and it leads directly to the creek. So, guess I'm walking back to find the point where it forked off. I didn't swear, I said forked off. Yeah. Well, balls. That's all I can say to that. Balls. In my defence, going up there didn't seem like the obvious choice. And I don't know that it's the right way now. It's the only way. There was also a sign right by the fork in the road that said stay to the trail. And in my eyes, that down there was the obvious choice until I got here. Now it looks like we're all good. Still gonna be careful because you know how I do. I just fall over. You know, bigger they are, the harder they fall. Never a truer statement. And I'm proof of that. And I forgot to tie up my shoelaces again. So they are tight-ish. Like my shoes don't come off. I don't trip over the laces. But I sometimes roll my ankle on stones and stuff. I say sometimes. Quite a lot. Lessons were not learned. Oh, so yeah, we're on the other side of that tunnel. We're learning together. Unless you know where I am and you're watching this. Right now, to people who don't know where I am, this is a whole new experience. And the three ladies that kind of convinced me just to go for it when I was back down at the bridge, I kind of didn't mention that because I was too out of breath from the hill. But they said, you can do it. You know, you can do it. Just go for it. Just go steady, take your time. This is good. We're on the other side of the tunnel. There's a geezer over there walking. He's about to go through the tunnel I normally come out of. And then this is the other side of the creek.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that I couldn't break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up with all my till you didn't anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours, anywhere you want. Yeah, I'm yours, and now we're singing. I have been too self-involved, been protective of my feelings, but somehow you made me fall. You got underneath the surface and you shattered every wall. And I know I got that feeling, there's no question anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I
Well, this is the other side of the waterfall. I really wish they'd clear it so you could see. Onwards and downwards. And I'm really just filming the ground because I'm watching where I'm going. Good. Steps are good. Steps are good. I'm not going to feel my legs when I get home. I can tell already. I was getting worried then. I couldn't see the steps. I couldn't see which way the path went. I had a feeling I should have gone the other way. Yeah, it's a shame you can't see that waterfall from either side. I feel like you would just have to get in the creek here and walk up. Okay, I guess you can. I think you'd get in there and then you'd walk up the creek. And I don't know, so I'm not going to do that. What I will do is find out from people who do know. Is it safe to enter the creek and approach the waterfall? Call me a wuss, but I am on my own and I don't know the lay of the land this time. Anyway, going back up. Bit of a roller coaster. So the three women that I spoke to, I would confidently say they were my age or older, of similar abilities. And they were going off into the mountain. I was asking them about this trail. I mean, Amanda's told me a bunch already, but I figured they were about to do it. So I was just talking to them, and they said, "Good luck." And I said, "Well, I'll be behind you anyway. You'll be long gone." And the older one said, "Oh yeah, we'll be long gone in the opposite direction. We're going up the mountain." I just said, "Fair dues. That's awesome. I'm not gonna do that because just because, really, I'm not gonna make excuses. I think I'm gonna have a drink soon. Looks like a good spot coming up. Dying for a pee as well. Just if you're interested. Okay, refreshment. That's staying in. Just roll my ankle again. Refreshment complete. And I'm on the main path, I believe, so I'm just gonna keep going. I definitely don't know where I am anymore. I've lost sight of the old trail that I'm familiar with on the opposite side of the creek, so I'm just trusting this trodden path. It's a really nice walk down. The problem is, for you guys, it just all looks the same. I don't think the video does it justice, honestly. Well, as it stands, I'm really glad that I decided to go the extra 5k or whatever it is. I'm not being sarcastic, I am actually glad, because I do want to push myself maybe once a week, because otherwise I'm never really going to improve. Like, I tried doing those push-ups things, and I was just going to do a couple on camera just to sort of show you that I was doing something more than walking. I thought, well, I can't just do a couple, because anyone can do a couple. So I did 3 sets of 10, and I had to go up the I had to go up pull-ups on the 2 like ring pull-up rings, and I had to go at dips. So have a guess how many dips I did and how many pull-ups I did, because at some point I'm going to do a pull-up and a dip video, which will be, it'll be called something like I did dips for a month. Here's what happened. You know, keep it original. YouTube likes stuff like that. So that'll be done. So, but yeah, out of interest, I want you to guess what my starting point is on both of those things, and then we'll go from there, see what we can improve on. So let me know in the comments. I'll put your answers on a postcard. This is a demon hill coming up. Okay. See if I can get to the top. Feel the burn. My heart rate's at 136. I should probably look into that, see if it's good or bad. I think I'm safe. I'm in the safe zone. Oh, good. Downhill. Feels so weird being somewhere where you don't know where you are. I've got my audience with me though, so it's all right. I've been watching some Vancouver Island like walk videos, you know, from other channels. Those guys can hike, man. They go on like 10-mile hikes, but I'll tell you what, the stuff that they show on videos, it's just out of this world. So totally worth it, obviously. Sometimes people camp like in the middle of nowhere, 5 hours, 6 hours in, and then they finish the next day and then come home. So if you're joining this channel for that, you've got a little bit to wait till I'm that kind of level. So for now, we're just showing you around my neighbourhood, and this is my neighbourhood. Yeah, the guy walking up, I'm gonna let him past. Well, there was a couple with a dog who I actually walked past as soon as I got on the trail. And when I first started, I walked past them. So I think they must have parked just a little bit further up near the other car park. And they made it all this way around here already. And so they sort of said hello again because they recognised me. And I was just asking them, you know, is it much further down to the dip? They said not really, and it's a beautiful walk and all the rest of it. And they said there's some owls, look out for owls. So I will. Well, I have a feeling this is going to be a long video. And I'm even debating whether just to make some YouTube shorts out of this one, or even just to release it as a standalone. Otherwise Sunday's video is going to be long, and I don't think anyone wants to sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours and watch me invariably talking bollocks, often falling over or at least tripping, being out of breath, complaining about this selfie stick, you know. 2 hours of that, can you imagine? Unless you'd like more of this, in which case, let me know.
Lay across the land, I will show you the warrior within will hold you. You are made of gold. Show no mercy as this all unfolds. You will not be forgotten. Place your bare feet on the ground, let me hold you. You have already been found if I told you. You won't have to worry about a thing. I am here. Please don't worry about a thing, as I am here. Do you believe me when I say
Ow.
I am here? From the top of the mountain above your fear, I am here.
I feel like I'm on the downward. Oh no, there's a hill again.
I am
Forget that.
here.
Try that again. A lovely bit of downhill coming up. And this may be the final descent down to the dip. And at the dip, I will have a bathroom break. Probably have a drink to silence the critics. And then I will traverse the bridge, which is made for motor vehicles and pedestrians. Then I will take a sharp left. I will rejoin the trail from the other side of the creek. Then I will have some distance, maybe a kilometre or two, of straight uphill. I'm talking slopes, I'm talking steps, I'm talking high heart rate. I'm not going to be talking, but you are going to see it. And then, assuming I can make the full loop, and this may surprise a few people that I've even attempted it today, but although I'm fat, I don't think I'm that unfit. I mean, I am, obviously, I'm huffing and puffing, but somewhere inside of me is a 25-year-old lifeguard, and he's trying to bust out not to do lifeguarding. That's a young man's game. Well, maybe not around here. There's actually a lot of older lifeguards. Seniority's high. Very difficult to get a managerial job. So people just lifeguard into their 50s and 60s, hoping that someone retires so they can have a supervisor's job. This is what I ran into when I first got here. Hence the change of career. Anyway, if I can, I go off on a tangent so quickly. If I can do the full loop, I'm going to do this loop, but the way I'm coming now. So the reverse. Because why not? I've got a point of interest here. I shall share it with you. There's a little sign there, passing on some knowledge. Should show you really, shouldn't I? So, found some steps. I'm guessing it's going to look like this on the other side, which wouldn't be terrible. Can take my time. I was just at the top there, it was deathly quiet. You can kind of freak yourself out. You hear these noises. Feels like twigs cracking and whatever else. Call me paranoid. But I always just think I'm getting stalked by a cougar. I should be so lucky. Ironically though, my wife's called Cat. She's a bit of a cougar. My legs are feeling it. No pain, no gain. Is that what they say? Well, I'm not in pain today. But I'm sure I'm getting the gains. My bloody right arm's getting some gains with this frigging tripod thing. Well, we've hit 4K. In kilometres of walking, I mean, not 4K footage. So that's good. This is officially the longest walk I've done in probably a year and a half, I would say. So that's good. Breaking records today, boys and girls. Promises were made, promises were kept. Although I haven't made it home yet. But I'm not even at the halfway point, so suddenly dawned on me that this is going to be a really long... Yeah. Good job it's undercover, you know. Got the shade, I've got a nice cool breeze. I can hear traffic, so... Yep, I can hear traffic. Which, again, to me is a bonus, because that means I'm about halfway coming up. Okay, I have a bit of a quandary. Would you go left or right? Looks to be some kind of trail marker there. There's a log here, and they usually put logs there to break the path. So I'm going to maybe go this way for a little bit. Wish me luck! I'm hoping that left path just goes down to the creek again and under the bridge that I will eventually walk over. If it doesn't, and it turns out that was the way, then this way is a mystery to me and you, unless, again, you know where I am. So this looks promising. I feel like I made a good choice. So it's 10:21. I dropped my son off at school and then came home and immediately thought, if I don't go out now, I am 100% going to sit on my arse and do nothing. So I made the choice to come out, and boy did I make the right choice, because this has been great to hang out with my people. The hell's that? Hello? That was the weirdest noise I've ever heard. Hello? Oh, is that the owl? That doesn't sound like an owl. Don't they go, whoo? Was that a pigeon? are you? Don't know. Morning. She definitely thinks I'm a nutcase. 100%. Oh, we've got a quandary again. So I think that just goes down to the creek. Which means we are going to new elevations again. My bearings are way off. You know, you just think you know where you are in the world. And suddenly a path is like, no, not that way. It's this way. And then I just don't have a clue where I am again. Oh, I can feel the ×2 coming on. Roll the music. Well, as you can see, we're now here, and we were basically there, like around there somewhere. So we've come all that way, and we made it to here. And you know what happens when we make it here? We're gonna have a piss. The thing that I love the most is that I've driven down this dip a lot, and I always look left into that car park I just came out of, and I think one day I'm going to walk that, and today's that day, and I'm really happy that I did. I know I just said that, but I just had a quick break, had a drink, had a little Nutri-Grain bar. Whoa, that's really high up. If you're scared of heights, look away. You see my shadow? Oh yeah. That's on full zoom. It's quite a good zoom actually. So yeah, this is the bridge I was on about, obviously, and we pick up the trail again, I'm guessing somewhere around here. Yes, this is why I was confused in that other clip. In the other clip I saw this, and that was on the lower path, and that would have taken me down to the creek. So I would have assumed this post should have been on the path that I actually took, which clearly went the right way. So, oh, I know what it is. There was a path under the bridge. So if you want to carry on down towards the ocean, you take the left path. Okay, I figured it out. People in the comments probably watching now like, what were you thinking? Obviously it went under the bridge. If you know, you know. I don't know. Okay, we've got some more literature. Upper loop, 5.8 kilometers. I don't think I have to go that far, because I think I already did the upper loop on the way down. So you are here, and we've got stairs, and then I think I'm parked around here somewhere. Oh, I don't think I've got that far. Unless those stairs are a kilometre each, which is a possibility. Well, we're gonna see today. It's documented, it's on record. Are the stairs a kilometre each? Let's find out. Why are we going down? If we go down, it means I've got more to come back. I'm not going to go any further up there because I don't know where the path rejoins, if at all. But it's nice to know you can get down there. I really would like to come down here when it's like just coming out of winter. The snow's melting and it's raining again, and just to see how wild that creek gets. I think it's going to be pretty good. I've been by that waterfall before and it just comes thundering down. You can just not see it really, you can only hear it. It's a shame. And my heart rate's 120 at the moment. We had highs of 139. I got it down to about 107. And we're at sort of steady 120, 121 now. I don't know if anyone's interested, but if you know anything about it, it might be interesting just to see where I am. Hello again.
Not too much further now.
No, I'm getting there. Yeah, that was the couple I saw earlier. I didn't get them on camera, but they're nice. Okay, well, like you said, not too much further. The ascent has started. Well, this was not on my trail bingo card. It's just, don't know what it is, it's an old car. Like an old school car. So if you're wondering, I didn't just suddenly turn into Inspector Gadget. I used my stick. Apparently it's got an enormous telescopic feature on it. I extended it fully. It was about as long as a fishing rod for a child, and came in handy. So yeah, maybe I'll keep it after all till I get a drone. I feel like I can smell a staircase, and I can hear a chainsaw. It's about all I've got for you. Well, I hope this is the right way. At the substation. I always wondered where this was actually. We used to live really close to it. There's some guys doing some tree work, and they've kind of blocked off a couple of paths, so I'm guessing this is the way that I want to go anyway. We'll see. Well, there's a closed gate and there's a path. So, educated guess says take the path. I don't know where that goes then. I'm supposed to be going that way. I'm interested to see what the signpost says. Oh, no cycling or something, no motorbikes. So that path there, I don't actually know where it goes. Amanda, if you're watching, maybe you can tell me. Because, is this the way I should have come up from the dip and not gone around the substation? I don't know. Anyway, I know my car's this way, so I'm going this way. Oh, I see steps. I think we're good. Not great, but good. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting like a demon staircase that goes up like super high from the creek bed. So far so good. Okay. Oh, I know that road. I know we are now. We're actually very close to the finish line. Which is good. I'm getting tired. Okay, well my heart rate's at 148, which is a new high. But I think that walk that I did the other day, where I really pushed myself, I think this was harder, honestly. One of our family members lives around here somewhere, and the garden backs on. I always wondered where it came out. I should do this walk with her actually. She's done it a million times. If you're watching, Sarah, get in touch. Well, we're leveling out now. If they were the stairs, I'm not worried about them. Yeah, they were tough, but I did it. It's better. Get my breath back a bit. So, if you made it this far, you're an absolute legend. People leave a dog shit in bags on the trail. Excuse my French. I could have said it in French then. Couldn't think of the words quick enough. Chien merde. Merde de chien. Something like that. I can see my car. Hallelujah. Get a drink. Get some blood back in my arm, because I've had none there for about an hour. How long's this been? An hour and 46 minutes. I've stopped for refreshments. For, you know, my own health and to silence the critics. Stopped for a pee. Stopped to talk to an owl. And then got busted by a woman walking a dog who definitely thought I was mental. 100%. I stopped to talk to my mate. Gave him a ring. But if you're watching this because you're searching for the Holland Creek Trail full loop, then this probably isn't what you were expecting. You were expecting some kind of cinematic with less of the fat guy talking. So if you stuck around for that, fair play. There's plenty more where that came from. Subscribe, follow, tune in for more. And if you were just out of interest to see if I would collapse, I didn't. I did trip a few times, but that's standard. We know that. So yeah, I think we're on about day 13 or 14 or something of walking nearly every day. So I think that's good. Holland Creek Trail smashed in under 2 weeks. That's my couch to 5k or 4k or whatever, doing that, I think. Couch to Holland Creek Trail full loop, for me, is a fist in the air. Showing you. We're interactive, you know. Anyway, I'm probably going to go before someone sees me talking to myself again. And yeah, peace out. Good morning all. Saturday morning, we're out in Crofton. Just having a little walk with the family. Salt Spring Island behind me there. And this is just like a little boardwalk that is pretty well known. It's pretty popular and it's quite short, so just a little walk really. Get out and about, see the ocean as it's so close. And tomorrow's weighing day, so just thought I'd give it a little boost today, get a few steps in, and that's really it. It's gonna be a little short clip, just on the end of the week's video, just make it a little compilation of things for you. That ferry is the Queen of Quinsam, which used to run between Gabriola Island and Nanaimo. And I actually used to work on that ferry. But when the company bought some new hybrid electric ferries, 2 brand new ones went onto that run. And then this one here came to Salt Spring. And they will eventually be getting some as well. But at the moment they're running on these old ones. So yeah, I've got some good memories from that one actually. It's really nice. The ferry I work on now is way bigger. So you get more steps in, which is a bonus. So how's everyone's week been? Been having fun? Has anyone been out doing any walks or any activities, or been to the gym or anything? I have been considering going back to the gym and just doing some light work. I can obviously walk for free anywhere and cycle and stuff like that, but it'd be good just to see if we can get, well, if I can get back into free weights and things like that. Just something to make me a bit stronger. I will be going back to work at some point, sooner the better, but I do need to get my strength back. So my week has been a bit different, I guess. I didn't walk every day. I had Wednesday and Friday off. Wednesday, I was just knackered. And Thursday, I did that big walk, wasn't it? I think around the Holland Creek Trail. So I had the next day off. I was pretty beat, to be honest. But I've been as consistent as I can be. It's definitely helping. I look forward to the weigh-in again. See how that goes. That's all Salt Spring in the background. I've been over there a couple of times. It's nice enough. I almost got a job over there, working on that ferry actually. On this ferry run across. It's very short, but it's really hard to get housing over there, or it was at the time, so that's actually how I ended up with the Gabriola job, because I found a place there first. Well, I made it to the end. Not a great deal to see, but it's just nice. Nice being out here. It's a nice breeze. Gonna head back to the path. Carry on with the walk. Quite a lot of coal around here as well. I haven't looked into the history of the area, but there's black sand and coal, and it's pretty cool. Cool to look at. There's a great little caravan site here as well, or a trailer park, or campground, or RV park, depends where you're from in the world. But it's nice. I'm not going to film it because there's people just chilling. Sure, they don't want to be seen, but yeah, it literally looks at the ocean. That's what it's all about. Size of that thing. Like a bloody owl. Too big, isn't it? Far too big. Don't come near me. My son likes the black sand, so he's going to go ahead, find the spot, and I'll show you. This whole beach is black sand actually. Probably doesn't look as dark on camera, but it is. Yeah, seaplanes are pretty common sight on the west coast. I'm sure lots of places, but definitely where we are. I've been on them a couple of times. First time, I think when I came on holiday in 2011, Kat had booked me onto a seaplane from Richmond in Vancouver over to Nanaimo Harbour, because it's way quicker than getting on the ferry. Ferry's about 2 hours, so this was like 20-minute flight, flying over the ferry, looking down at people. It's great fun. So she said if you get there quick enough, you can sometimes like be the co-pilot. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm straight on for that. So I got there, checked in, gave them all my bags, and then some other dudes there like, I want to sit next to the driver. So I was a little bit miffed. Maybe I should have spoken up, because I'm pretty sure I was there first. And he said it was his lifelong dream to sit next to the driver. Some foreign guy. Technically I was foreign, but he ended up doing it, so yeah. Second time, 2013, went back on holiday for a month this time. And some little kid with a lanyard, giving it the big I am. Like, I'm gonna sit up front. I'll tell you what, I've never seen a kid so smug that he got to sit in the co-pilot seat, for one. Two, that kid could see nothing. He couldn't even see the dashboard. He could probably just about see the glove box. So what do you do with that? They could have put me up front and I'd been able to see everything. Had a lovely little chat with the pilot, not the driver. And I would have been able to see the scenery. Little kid would have been in the back looking out the window, which was perfectly sized for him. Little round face, little round window, just looking out. But no, he wanted to go up front so he could stare at the glove box. Oh well, maybe next time. Just realised that my family's miles away. So I'm going back from, and then I'm going to come back the same way. Well, we're on our way back. Just a little quick walk. It's only a couple of kilometres really, maybe a kilometre there, kilometre back. It's like a little boardwalk all the way around the bay. There's a little gym, like an outdoor gym at the end. It's actually really cool. Used it before. There's a bunch of kids on it, so my son had a quick go. I didn't film anything. But yeah, it's a nice part of the world. So I hope you all had a good week. And if you're a regular, I shall see you in the morning for my weigh-in. Although, that's going to be in the next clip really, so I'm not going to see you in the morning at all, am I? But thank you all for watching. And hope you stick around for a bit.
5 hours later.
Good afternoon. So it's still Saturday. It's a nice evening. Well, 5 o'clock. Didn't really feel like I did a good walk earlier because it was just more like going out with the family. Just for a little stroll. So this time I'm going to just go around the block. My old stomping ground. Maybe do 4 or 5 times around. I think 5 would be an improvement, because they usually do 2 or 3 or 4 sometimes, but we'll see where the mood takes. Got dinner to get back to, so yeah, I'll probably just film maybe 1 lap and then I'm just going to put my music on and get marching. I really want to make sure that this week I've done enough to drop another pound or two. Because that's kind of the whole point, right? Be consistent in the week, do what you can do, and then watch the results. And if nothing changes, then I have to improve on them. Do something different. So I've been tracking my food all week, which is good. So I can see what's worked and what hasn't. I definitely feel like I'm doing well though. Actually, I've started to feel good. Still have the breath on the walks, but you know, there might be other issues, things going on there, I don't know. But I feel like it's been worth it. I've rested when I needed to, which was really only a couple of days. I did that big huge walk, the Holland Creek Trail. And when I watched the footage back and I looked at the map, I realised that I hadn't even done the full one. I did the full one in my mind, but it did actually, the path when I said, oh, that goes under the bridge, it goes under the bridge and down further through the trail. So, oops. So I guess I'll have to do that again. Which I plan on doing anyway, but you know, I'll do that. I'll be more prepared. I might not film it all because I don't think people want to watch, you know, hours and hours of the same walk. I mean, you're kind of doing it now, aren't you? But it's much shorter. So I don't know. I don't get much feedback, you know. I have to wait until I find my audience. People will ask questions and show an interest in the area and let me know what they like, what they don't like. You know, I don't really get any feedback, so I'm kind of just uploading stuff and then see where it goes. YouTube will post it out there, and if people like it, they'll watch all the video. A lot of people click off. You know, I check the analytics and stuff, so I can see when people are not interested anymore. So I have to kind of work out how to improve things, how to make people stay a little bit longer if they're not enjoying it. What can I do? So it's a whole new thing. But you know, steady growth, about all we can hope for. I think the weigh-in video from last week may be the most watched at the moment, which is understandable because people are just curious to see what's working. So, got another one to do tomorrow. I'm really hoping that it's, you know, that it is working. I've got lots of ideas still. A long way to go. But if I've got a loss, you know, even a pound or two a week, and for me that's good enough. And then I might eventually get back in the gym, follow a routine. Because losing weight, you know, by walking and running and cycling and swimming and all that, it's pretty straightforward. But getting muscle and toning and doing all the rest of it takes, you know, another level of knowledge that I don't really have yet. So I might need some help. So we'll cross that bridge. Feels really warm still. Feels like it's 24 or 25. Been lucky, had a good few days of sun. Been pretty warm. You know, summer's coming up and all that. But early mornings, afternoons, it's a lot cooler. Especially on those trails. Definitely feeling it. This morning was definitely a welcome change of pace. But now it feels like I'm actually doing something, so that's good. It's almost a full lap, 1.25 km. So I'll stop filming. I don't want to bore you to death. I will see you in the morning for the weigh-in. Don't miss it. And until then, peace out. Well, that was my full week's activities all in one video. So I know it was a long one, but I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. I know I did. Well, we'll see tomorrow when I do my weigh-in. Mrs. Cat on the scene. Yeah, weigh-in is tomorrow. I'm just going to do a little separate video on that. I'm hoping that my weight's come down a little bit, but I know for a fact that I've been out doing stuff and I feel better for it. Maybe I look a little better. Mentally, definitely better. Habits have changed completely. Was that Mrs. Cat? Yeah, so watch out for that video and thanks for sticking around. If you did stay until the end, I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your time. Any comments, any questions, please put them down below. I want to interact with people and see how people are doing. And as always, if you like the video, like the video.